Hey everyone, this is Rachel, and today I'm here with a new scrapbooking process video. Thanks so much for joining me here, and I hope you enjoy. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome, and I would love it if you would become a subscriber. You can also click on the notification bell so you always know when I have a new video up. Alright folks, let's get going! Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am working on a layout today for scrapbookingstore.com. I'm on their design team and I am working with their March 2020 scrapbooking kit and their embellishment upgrade. The main kit is made up of authentic cottontail and calendar, and then the embellishment upgrade includes a 12 by 12 sticker sheet, some puffy stickers by Studio 112, and then a mixed embellishment pack from Pink Paisley, Indigo, and Ivy Line. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to be scrapbooking one photo. It is of my nephew when he was 3. So this was 2004. Now, for those of you who are wondering, my nephew is transgender. This is when he was younger and wasn't living his life as a dude. So that's all I'm going to say about it. We are fully supportive of his life and what he has decided to live his life as. Ms. Xanthi is joining us, so hopefully she will settle down in her little fancy box. Nope, instead she's going to try to knock over my glue. Super fun. All right, before I get you guys put on fast forward, I do want to mention on March 21st, I will be joining a bunch of other YouTubers as part of a YouTube live hop, meaning we are all going to be doing lives from our own YouTube channels. I will be on 11 a.m. Pacific time. I will put all the different time zones in the description box below. I believe it's 1 p.m. Eastern, but I'm really bad with time zones, so it may be 2, but I believe it's 1. We'll see if I'm right or not. All right, anyway, I'm going to go ahead, get you guys put on fast forward. One more thing, I apologize for the nattering. Also in the description box below, I will be putting all of the links to scrapbookingstore.com, including an affiliate link if you want to make a purchase, whether you join the kit club or make a one-time purchase. If you do so through my affiliate link, it doesn't cost you any more money. It just gives me a small commission. Thank you guys so much, and let's get going. Hey everyone, while I'm spending some time picking out some papers, I just wanted to clarify some things I said in the opening. So on March 21st, the time is actually 10 a.m. Pacific, which is 1 p.m. Eastern. So I will be on for an hour making a scrapbook page on March 21st at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. All right, so for this layout, I was really thinking about using these vintage 3x4 cards that came on one of the pieces of paper by Authentique. I was especially looking for the ones featuring bunnies. In the photo, my nephew, I don't know if you can see, but his eyes are canted off to the side. He is looking at his Easter basket. One of the papers I'm using is the Cottontail, page number 8. That's where all the vintage bunnies came from. And I was really definitely interested because the story behind this is not necessarily like a main Easter thing. It's more about his just posing for the photo only so he can then go eat food from his Easter basket. So that was the focus of this particular layout. So I've got the vintage bunny 3x4 cards. I trimmed out some of the cut-aparts from the calendar Easter pieces page, as is that pink paper I'm going to use as a background layer. But I don't think I end up using any of the cut-aparts other than the pink piece that's there right now. I also pull out this multicolor polka dot. Now, normally I would not put a multicolor on top of a multicolor, but because the multicolor polka dot has so much cream in the background, it doesn't fight against the multicolor plaid I'm using as my background piece. Now, I really, really wanted to use this pink paper that was the background of all of the punch-out die cuts as a border. But to do that, I would have had to use this plaid paper, which is from the calendar line as well, but it features a hot pink versus a lavender. And you can see Miss Xanthe, there were little strips of little slices of paper that she was desperately trying to get to. So I in the end, I decided, no, I'm not going to use the border because I really wanted to use the purple piece, which you can see is from the calendar line April patterns, simply because my nephew is wearing sage green and lavender go together so well. It's one of my favorite color combinations when you're talking like spring pastels. That lavender and green just hits me every time. I am pulling in pink as well as a bright aqua blue as well. I am using my triple banner punch from Stampin' Up! to punch a banner edge into this aqua paper with the blue, sorry, it's an aqua paper with cream polka dots. Layering that with the pink diagonal stripe as well as that multicolor mini polka dot all over the plaid paper. So it's quite a few patterns, plus I'm going to be adding in some of those 3x4 cards. So it's a quite busy layout. My photo of a singular person standing in front of a very neutral background helps keep that photo in the forefront of the layout while still allowing me to have a lot of patterns going on in the background. So I'm going to spend some time playing with these 3x4 cards, and I do apologize. My paper has shifted downwards and is out of frame, but before anything really happens down there, I do remember to pull it back up. So I start off with 5, and I realize right away that that is not going to work. So I decide to try something different, but I'm really going to go back to what I started with the 2 on the upper left and 2 on the lower right of that photo area. And I managed to knock over all of my wood veneer, so I had to pick all of those back up again because I'm talented like that. So here's where I'm pretty much going to stay in regards to the 3x4 cards. I'm going to go ahead and attach those to my photo and the layers behind it. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my ATG to the back of all of that. And I am going to use my T-square ruler to get it down because I have those 3x4 cards at angles. I really wanted to make sure the photo was straight, just because it's the way it looks, the way I thought it would look best to my eye. So I go ahead, add more glue to the back of the ones at the bottom, and here's where I realize, oh sugar, you are completely out of frame here, lady. So reinforcing where the glue is going on my layout for behind the cards and behind the photo. And now I'm going to just trim off what is hanging over my 12x12 piece of paper. And I'm liking the way this is starting to look. So now I'm really happy with it. And I knew I wanted a longer title, and that was the reason I left all of that vertical space over there on the right, because I'm going to use the alpha sticker sheet that came in the embellishment upgrade for Scrapbooking Store for my title. I'm going to use both the cream and then the wood grain tile. So my entire title is Now Can I Eat the Bunny? Because that was the whole story behind this, is that my nephew really only posed for photos so he could start eating his stuff from his Easter basket. And as I mentioned at the beginning, his eyes are canted off to the right there, which is great because it's pointing towards my title, which helps keep that title as part of all of what's going over on the left-hand side. From that upgrade in the embellishment for the kit, for this month's kit, I also pulled out that little tag, which I will say took a little time because it came out with the backing on it, so it took a little time to get the backing off. And then I'm just putting the numbers 2004 over there, It helps bring that orange that's over on the left-hand side over to the right-hand side. And what I'm also doing to pull that in is I'm pulling the orange frame from that sticker sheet as well, and I'm tucking it up behind the photo and then below the photo. This also brings in, because that it's a wood grain, it's a very orangey wood grain, and also the mantle in the background of my photo also is a very orangey wood. So it ties everything together, pulling that all in and making your eyes move around the entire layout so you see everything. I am now going through the die cuts that came in the main kit, and I pull out that little Easter phrase that's going to go down there at the bottom. One of the really cool things, now this was the border paper I'm talking about when I was talking about using it as a full border. If you flip over all of the Easter phrases, that back piece is that hot pink with the mini cream polka dots. So one of the hearts I pull, I flip over to be that hot pink, and then one of them I have be a little heart-shaped bunny face. I also pulled in two of the what would be a photo corner, but I did a layout corner on the upper left and lower right. And now what I'm doing is I'm adding into the embellishment areas some of the sequins from the pink paisley, indigo, and ivy sequin set. It's a mixed embellishment. I used the flower wood veneer as well, and now I'm adding little groupings of the sequins. I used my art glitter clear glue and my little Marvy sequin pickup tool, and I find that it's so much easier to use those than actually trying to touch the sequins. So what I do is I put down as many dots of glue as I'm going to put down sequins, and then I use the pickup and one stuck to my hand, so that's why I was flicking it onto the page. I am using the dark blue ones, even though there isn't dark blue in here. I find having a darker sequin helps ground the sequin grouping, so it doesn't look out of place. You know, it helps once again move your eye around the page. And then I'm finishing off my layout with just a couple of the puffy stickers from the embellishment upgrades. I'm going for a lot of floral puffy stickers in this particular layout. Just makes sense with the subject of the layout. All right, I'm going to do my journaling on a couple of little cut apart labels from Ellie Studio. I chose two. First I do a yellow and then I turn to a blue. This also ties in that aqua blue banner piece as well as the blue sequins. Once I get those on, my layout is going to be complete. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. Don't forget to join me. Once again, I will have one more layout for the Scrapbooking Store towards the end of the month. On March 21st, I will have my YouTube live as part of the hop. And if you have any interest in joining the Kit Club here at Scrapbooking Store or making a one-time purchase, all of the information is in the description box below. And as I said, if you could do my affiliate link, that would be super duper awesome. Thank you guys once again so much for joining me here. Have a wonderful day. Bye.